Hey guys, Biggie here. I am sick today, and so I am not going to work. I am going to town. And by to town, I mean I'm going to Jeju City, where I'm going to go to the doctor. Now, normally when I go to the doctor, I'm not going to take a day off work because there's like a regular doctor here. The problem is that eye's been bothering me for like a month now. I went to the regular doctor. They gave me some eye drops. Didn't work, so I got to go to the eye doctor. And the closest eye doctor is an hour away in Jeju City, and it's open kind of regular business hours, so it's not really something I can go during after work, especially without a car, having to wait for the buses and stuff. So I'm gonna go to that doctor. I also have to go to like 2 other doctors. I got come down with a cold, so I have to go to a regular doctor. And for some reason, maybe it's because I'm making YouTube for all you folks, my wrist has been hurting me significantly for about a month or 2. So I figured today, excuse me, today is the day, and if I'm taking a day off work, I need to get things taken care of. Other thing I'd like to do today, I don't know if I can do it or not, because I'm in Jeju City during the work day, is I want to go to Citibank and I want to open myself up one of the accounts. Oh my goodness, my bus, there's my bus. There's my bus. Holy crap. That means I have to wait like another 30 minutes for the next bus. Oh, I even looked at the schedule. Well, because it's the morning, thankfully there's another bus coming in 15 minutes, not 30, so I'm not quite as out of luck as I thought. Anyways, I was going to go to, I'm also going to try to go to the Citibank today because I have Citibank in the US. And every time I send money home here, I guess it's going to cost like $30 or $40 for all the transaction fees, which is like ridiculous. In Vietnam, it costs money, but it wasn't quite that much. But with Citibank, if you have Citibank in the US, which I do, I can transfer money for free. So I have to set up a Citibank account, but there's one Citibank in all of Jeju. It's an hour away, and I can only go there during the weekday. So this is probably my only chance to go and set up a bank account, except for a vacation. So I got to do that now. Anyways, you can see my eye. Oh, it's hurt. It's kind of, it itches and it, oh, don't touch it. Anyways, that's my day. It's not a fun day, guys, but you're welcome to join me as I search for eye doctors. That was dramatic. Well, here's Citibank. So I'm gonna come here after going to the doctor, but somebody threw up on the bus. This kid, I think the bus was, I don't know what they were doing, but they threw up and the smell was overwhelming. I'm already feeling sick and like I almost lost it. So thankfully it happened just like 3 minutes before we got to the stop, but I don't feel well. So I think I'm gonna go get some sort of drink or something to like get that smell. It's just like it filled the whole bus. And so I felt sorry for, the kid, obviously, and the mom who was cleaning it up, and everybody gave her little wet wipes to help clean it up with the floor. The bus driver gave her a plastic bag, but whew, that kid, man, that's some strong smell and throw up. All right, so there's E-Mart, and this must be, I'm gonna call it the movie, restaurant, and doctor's office. There's like all these different types of doctor's offices, banks, God knows what else. It's like a lot of stuff here. It's like one of the main intersections as soon as you come into Jeju. These buildings are just full of doctors, so actually I'm on the way to the one doctor. I found the other doctor I needed to go to, which is orthopedics for my wrist. So it's great. Kind of like the system where we just have like buildings full of all sorts of different doctors all around one circle, and all of the pharmacies. It's kind of like having a hospital with separate offices, but it's outdoors. All right, there it is in blue. Gangnam, Songmo, Angkwa. Gotta find out which, oh, there's the entrance over here. There's tons of choice. This one's St. Mary's. The other one's Catholic. This is on the one that only had like a website, so I'm gonna go with the website one. This door looks small. There are so many people back there, and like, I guess I'm not the only one who is tricked by the website, because it's just like packed with people, and they said it's an 1.5 hour wait. So hopefully I'm gonna try another place and see if it's shorter. My case I don't think is very serious, so we're just gonna try to go to a place with less wait. That's the beauty of this. I'm like, hey, that doctor has too long of a wait. Let me just go outside, look up, because there's all the advertisements for the different places, and I found another eye doctor. Hopefully, it's gonna have a less wait. And if not, I just found in the same building my orthopedic doctor, so I'm just gonna put my name on the list and go see another doctor while I wait. Much better, almost empty. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing though. And of course, what else is on TV when I get here except for first time in Korea? A bunch of Americans eating Korean food. It's perfect. couldn't be happier. I'm gonna actually recommend it. It says no hyung angwa. And they said, well, do you have insurance? I said, well, no, I have foreigner's insurance. I'll submit it later. So just charge me the entire amount. And I met the doctor and did all the tests, and it was $17 without insurance. So that's like cheaper than I would ever get in Vietnam. Or the US, of course, but that's kind of insane. So I guess I have an allergic reaction on my eye. It keeps coming back, some dust, so I have 2 eye drops and some cream to put on it, and the same thing I had in Vietnam over and over, it just wouldn't go away. So he said 2 weeks, try it for 2 weeks. If it doesn't go away, come back. But anyways, getting some medicine and then going to the wrist doctor. So the pharmacies are like on the first floor of these buildings, obviously, because there's all the doctor's offices, and you just come down, give your prescription on the way down, they give it to you, and then you have, it's very convenient. How to get the wrist looked at. Well, that was an x-ray, and it turns out my wrist has a slightly swollen ligament, so I gotta take a little pain medicine and just wait it out. So, again, met with a specialist doctor. It was $34 for the doctor's visit without insurance, and the medicine was $10. I'm like I'm on a roll here. May as well go. I'm gonna go to a skin doctor because I have some. I asked the pharmacy about just like regular athlete's foot cream, which is like a common thing in the US, but they said, well, actually just go to the skin doctor and they get some medicine. So I'm gonna go to the skin doctor to get some medicine for my feet, I guess. It's like a doctor train. All right, foot medicine done, 3 doctors down. I was gonna go to another doctor for my cough, but I can't go to any more doctors today. I'm doctored out. So I'm just gonna ask the pharmacist for some basic cough medicine. We'll see how that goes. It's fantastic, and I found the problem with seeing too many doctors at one time. But thankfully, the pharmacist lady, because we're all going to the same pharmacist, first time she spoke to me in English and she found out I could speak Korean. So she explained to me that she took all my 3 prescriptions and said, actually, the pain medicine is okay for my wrist, but then they also prescribed some other medicine to help with digestion while I was taking the pain medicine, because they said pain medicine sometimes messes with your digestion. But that digestion medicine can counteract with the medicine for my feet. So she explained the right method very detailedly to take the medicine and which ones not to take. So she's very kind. The thing that I'm actually quite, I don't know, proud is the right word, but impressed, surprised, I guess would be the more accurate word. This whole interaction has just taken place entirely in Korean with the doctors, with the pharmacist. So I thought I was gonna have to ask them to repeat things in English, but I don't know, I'm surprised. I don't mean to brag, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like I move into the next level a little bit because I was able to just survive today completely in Korean. So I'm happy about that, even though I'm not feeling too well. At the end of the day, they said, I just need to wait for my cough, drink lots of water, because the other medicine I'm taking is gonna counteract. So one day, 3 doctors, 3 problems, looks like it's all fixed. I don't know what to do here. It looks like this is a very confusing intersection. Things going like 5 different ways. All right, so my goal here at Citibank is to open an account, a US dollar and a Korean won account, so that I can easily send money back home for much less money than I would at my regular bank. Let's see how it goes. I've been waiting here for about 30 minutes. It's lunchtime, so there's only one person working. It's taking a while. Ooh. Anyways, it seems like just like back home, there's a fee, like a $5 fee a month if you don't have a certain amount, but I can waive that fee if I just never use the bank. So if I don't talk to anyone at the bank, I get a free bank account. It seems like that's the rule. We're gonna see how it goes though. I don't know the details about like this free money transfer in Korea. I think Korea has higher banking regulations than most countries, so we're gonna see how that goes. I'll let you know. Field report time. Okay, so here's what I found out. As expected, this is more complicated than it has been anywhere else in the world, but that's Korean banking system. They're very strict about many things. So here's what I found out. You can only designate one bank in Korea as your foreign exchange bank. And that is the only bank from which you're allowed to send money overseas. So my school has already designated their bank, or the one that they pay me in, as that bank. So that would have to change, and that's a process. The other process is to send money freely I cannot send from US dollar from Korea to US dollar in the US. Even though the transfer's free, I would have to purchase Korean won with my dollars and then sell Korean won again to transfer it. That's kind of a pain and that loses money, but it's only a 1% fee. So actually a 1% fee is cheaper when I am transferring less than like $40,000 something, which I'm not gonna be transferring that much. So 1% fee would be fine. The problem of course is that I cannot do that unless I receive my pay at this bank, which is an hour away. The other bank's much cheaper. So I think what I have to do is, I think my wife has to set up an account and she can send it for me and I'll just transfer Korean money to her bank account and then she could transfer to the US, and that's all to save like $30 each time. Anyways, I guess what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to instead take US dollars out of the account, and I probably shouldn't tell you this because then you're probably gonna steal it from me, and I'm just gonna put it in my pocket and take it on the airplane. I think that's the easiest way, is to just take a bunch of cash with me. Anyways, it's eating time and I have to get back to school because I'm getting really tired. I'm not feeling well today and I'm getting quite tired. So I'm gonna eat something. I'll show you, of course. All right, we're gonna try hang udong. It looks like they have some galbitang, which I don't, oh, galbitang. I don't know what it is. We're gonna try it. Okay, it looks like we have some king galbitang, $10. We have gongtang, which is, it's actually bear soup. It's kind of be bear soup, beef bone soup for $8. And then some other things. Oh, mandu, they have mandu. Okay, what do I want? Well, I haven't eaten yet today, so I got some gongtang, which I don't know how to translate, but beef bone soup. I just call it bear soup, because that's what gong is. Anyways. Oh, kimchi is very... It's like kalguksu kimchi. Really strong. Like good, it's good. Has like a very strong ginger, fish sauce. It's more fresh. And then we have some, of course. That's what I love about these restaurants. Every kimchi tastes different. Different flavors, different recipe. It's fantastic. Alright, looking forward to the soup. And of course they brought out some hot tea because it is a rainy day outside. Comes out boiling. Nice. It also comes with this fancy dish here, which is rice. It's like a nice little rice container. Put it in here to eat it, I guess. Let's try it. So evidently this is like a thin beef soup. Very clear broth, which is not always normal with Korean soup. The broth is clean, super tasty, and you can see here though, the meat is like really thin. So I think I should try one of the beef pieces. It's pretty typical in Korea to cut the beef so thin. I mean, look at this. This is like, kind of falls apart when it's done right too. It's a flavor that you expect from a thin cut of beef cooked well. A little bit of kimchi sauce. No. Evidently you're not supposed to do this in polite company, but I always take my rice and dip it in the broth. I guess if you're in a group, that's not polite, because you don't want your kernels of rice hanging out in the broth all by itself. But I'm all by myself. I don't care. Oh my god, this is good. Well, this is a pretty good selection for the end of a busy day of doctor's visits and somewhat disappointing bank visits. Even though the lady at the bank was super nice, I want to point that out. She was super helpful. She even called my bank to check about all the stats. She spent probably more time with me than she should have for my place in line. So, service in Korea is, you're almost never going to be disappointed with the service. Driving here today, I felt like I was back home because there's so much fog on the streets. This is a perfect meal for a foggy day. Alright, I'm going to enjoy this. Take a bus back home. I'm going to take a nap because because I'm quite tired. I'm going to take my medicine. It's probably going to make me sleep more. It's been good talking to you today. Subscribe below. Please enjoy. I'm going to be looking better. My eye's not going to hurt as much here in a week, so these videos will turn out better. Have a good one.